Just before deliberations, the jury heard final remarks from attorneys, each agreeing Mac Lewis's gun killed Elizabeth Lewis, but what led up to her death is where they disagree. Putting emotions aside, prosecutors began closing arguments, urging jurors to focus on the facts.
That this is a guy who, good or bad, knows, got angry, and he took his actions because he was angry, and that resulted in why everybody's here today.
Prosecutor Jeremy Moles says Lewis loaded a gun inside his truck on April 1st after his wife Elizabeth asked for a divorce. That's when Moles says Lewis shot his wife 4 times and fired rounds inside their Sellersburg home in front of Elizabeth's 11-year-old daughter Tinsley and her friend.
And in her little girl streak, she said, "Get out of my house, leave." And how did he respond? He pointed that gun at her and he pulled the trigger and he put a bullet right towards where she was standing, and it hit right where she was standing.
A traumatic experience, Moles says, still haunts her till this day.
She said he was huffing and puffing and his eyes were red. She's trying to defend her mom.
However, defense attorneys argue Lewis didn't intentionally fire at his wife and Tinsley. Attorney Mitch Harlan says Lewis was holding the gun to his own head when Elizabeth tried to stop him. After struggling, he says the gun accidentally went off in her direction. Then Lewis shot 2 more rounds inside the house out of anger.
That sounds like somebody who wasn't intending or was not knowingly trying to hurt anyone, but committed reckless conduct, and he was trying to make it as right as he could after the fact.
And since then, Harlan says Lewis has shown remorse for his actions.
Mac at various points says, it should have been me. Shouldn't have been her, it should have been me. I should be the one that died. I'm the one that needs to be punished.
But despite his feelings, prosecutors say Lewis' actions are what matter.
Took the life of Lizzie. He took so much from Tinsley, traumatized Emery, and there has to be accountability for that. Even though he was operating in anger, still accountable for his actions.
Which ultimately is up to the jury to decide. In Clark County, Alexis Jones, WHAS 11 on your side.